like I said in my previous review, that this judge of a guy is just the rebranded version of Kizito. And a lot of people argued about it. They said no, that he's loving, he loves Angel. And now you forget that Kizito also loved Angel, but he was obsessed with his own kind of love is this kind of obsession type. He was so obsessed with the girl that he feels like he loves her. Even when inflicting a lot of injuries, a lot of harm on her, he was still feeling that he was doing it out of love. Okay, now Kizito, I still feel no difference between him and George. Now the real character of George that he has been hiding for a long time is definitely beginning to manifest. Suddenly he has become this obsessed kind of person, being obsessed in the name of loving Angel. And the thing left for Angel now is for her to be smart enough to see all the red flags. The red flags are everywhere around her. They are just surrounding her. The way the guy talks, his commanding attitude, his imposing things on her and all of that. The girl really needs to detect that this judge of a guy is definitely not the right choice for her. Because trust me, George is actually still going to tell her to abandon her career once he gets married to her. That is the obvious. I'm just stating the obvious. He is still going to tell her to abandon her career and still be a full-time housewife and be maltreating her just the same way that Kizito did to her. The red flags are everywhere. It's showing even in his statement, the way he talks, the way he commands Angel. Imagine telling her to remove her own child, not considering that this child is Angel's child as well. Let's leave the part that Kizito was not a good person. But what about Angel's feeling? How does he feel that Angel will feel good to abort her own daughter, her own son, or any gender at all? How does he think that Angel will feel so good to remove her own pregnancy? Let's leave sentiment aside. Let's skip Kizito aside. As a soon-to-be mother, how does this guy, George, feels that Angel is going to remove her own baby just to please him and move in with him in the space that they are still mourning her late husband? They have not even buried the guy. No matter how bad Kizito was to Angel, they were married. At least Courtesy demands that she mourns her husband at least for the few months until he's been buried. For crying out loud, George has no right to tell this girl to do all these things, to move in with him, even to the point of asking her to marry him while she's still mourning. The guy is so insensitive. For me, I'll consider George a self-centered human. He doesn't care how other people feel, as long as his own feelings are being met and the way he wants his own things to be done are being met the way he wants them to be. He doesn't really care about any other person. That is the kind of person I would describe this guy for him to be. This is just who he is. He cares about himself. Angel really needs to look out to really know what this guy is doing in the so-called abroad that he was at before coming down to save, as to portray as the savior. Angel needs to find out what this guy is actually doing, because for me, he doesn't look like a genuine person. And more so, we need to know why Angel left the relationship in the first place. They need to tell us, the storyline needs to draw our attention to why Angel actually left this guy in the first place and went to marry Kizito. There must be a reason. There must be a reason why she left the first time. And going back the second time, will it still correct the reasons that she left? For me, it will be a no. So I just feel that Kizito is I just feel like George is overdoing everything. He needs to calm down. If he thinks that he truly loves Angel, which I don't think so, he really needs to calm down, take things step by step, and allow this girl to heal. She has been through a lot. Not for her to... This one is just like someone falling from frying pan into fire. From frying pan to fire. It's not going to be easy. He really needs to allow Angel to have a breathing space and have peace, a little peace at least. So my second point I want to talk about is the point where Kizito's mother was being flinged like a bag of rice. Like the way the woman was just landing on the couch as if she's a bundle of food stuff that they just dropped. So she had no stamina at all. Just one push and she was already on the couch. That was too hard though. That was too hard. But I think she's prognosing too much. She have to be calming down. Even if she wants to take her son's properties to herself, fighting physical fights is not really the way out. And Angel and her family as well should also calm down so that they will not kill two persons at the same time. So they will not kill a mother and her son at the same time. So I'm just loving the way the series is going. I'm just loving the way things are getting to unfold, especially the part of George. I'm just loving how everything, his bad character is unfolding. And thumbs up to Dan. Dan really played a good role in this movie. I was so surprised that this guy can actually act a good part like this. And all thanks to the producers for giving him this particular good and awesome character. He's playing a very good role in this one, and I must commend the guy. Imagine Dan giving someone advice, a good advice, first time in history. He really did well this time. He really did well, and I commend him for that. Maybe they should just keep giving him a good role to play. Honestly, I just love his part, being a good person. He's really a sweet soul. So they should stop giving all these annoying roles that makes people to hate this guy to the core, not knowing that he actually has a good side of him, aside from this roles that we already used to having him as a bad person. He's actually great acting the good role. All thanks to Mr. ALOY for giving us this other side of the guy. He's cool. He's cool. Very cool. So guys, that is it for my honest review on today's episode. The movie is getting interesting. It's very interesting now. And I know that Flora will definitely disappoint Kizito's mother. What was Kizito's mother actually thinking? That after they killed Flora's only child, she will just forgive them just like that. Like without blinking an eye, she will fall into Kizito's mother's trap without even considering the kind of pain she have been through, the kind of hurt that this woman and her son have inflicted on her. So Kizito's mother thinks that Flora will just forgive and forget everything because she had 50 million naira and she's ready to take the money without considering the past things that they have done to her. For me, I just think that this is just a turn down because this lady, she just wants to take the money and still do what she has in mind. You know, Mrs. Flora, she's not a kind of person you predict. She's unpredictable. I don't believe that she would take the money and speak against Angel or turn her back against Angel. I don't believe that. So I'm looking forward for her to still collect that money and still show Madam Kizito's mother Shege and still show her the bad side of her that no one have ever seen before. Because for me, I just feel like that money that she wants to take from that woman is just a little compensation for them taking her son's life. And her revenge is yet to unfold. And when it hits her, trust me, we would be amazed. Because all this while she have been saying she will protect Angel, she will protect Angel. I just don't want to believe that she will wake up and forget everything, all the promises she made to Angel because of money. These people have caused her a lot of damages already. So she needs to speak up for herself once again through this case of Angel. This is the only opportunity she have, and she has to make use of it very well before it goes down the drain. For her, collecting the 30 million naira advance payment is just a little compensation for losing her son. That is what I suspect. And trust me, the woman is already getting close to her endpoint. She will drag her to that endpoint, and that's when that happens, Kizito's mother will have no other choice than to surrender to every forces that surrounds her. So guys, what are your thoughts on today's episode? Do you actually think that George being over controlling is the best thing for him to do at this point in time? And Angel taking out the pregnancy, is that a good thing for her to do in order to forget totally everything about Kizito? Do you think that is a good thing to do? For me, no, it's not the good thing to do. She has to keep that child because that child is a part of her, and she has to keep it as long as it can take her. Raise the child with love, nurture the child's feeling, and raise the child well in a way that he or she will go without departing from it. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye for now.